Hello there, age-wisers. Glad to have you back with me. After 60, priorities shift. Comfort becomes more important than clutter. Peace of mind takes precedence over possessions, and life's simple pleasures matter more than ever. But there's a catch. We often keep spending money on things that no longer serve us, whether out of habit or because we think they add value. Today I'm sharing 22 things you should stop buying after 60. These tips will help you save money, reduce stress, and create a home that feels calm, organized, and truly yours. Imagine having more space, more time, and more freedom to focus on what really matters. If that sounds like the kind of life you want, make sure to subscribe and join the Age Wisers community. Together, we'll make these golden years the best they can be. Let's get right into it. Chapter number 1. Impractical kitchen gadgets. The kitchen can quickly become a magnet for gadgets that seem helpful, but end up gathering dust. Avocado slicers, garlic peelers, pineapple cutters, they all look like time savers at first. But how often do you actually use them? For most people, these gadgets end up buried in drawers, making it harder to find the essentials that truly matter. A sharp knife, for example, handles almost any kitchen task. It slices apples, chops vegetables, and cuts bread without the need for extra tools. Fewer gadgets mean less clutter and a more enjoyable cooking experience. Simplicity makes preparing meals easier and far less stressful. If you have challenges, like arthritis or reduced grip strength, there are practical alternatives. An ergonomic vegetable chopper or a multi-purpose grater with a comfortable handle can make a real difference. These tools are compact, functional, and worth the space they occupy. I remember when I thought an avocado slicer would change my life. It seemed clever at first, but before long it was just taking up space. I went back to using a simple knife and spoon. It worked just as well, and my kitchen drawers stayed organized. Minimalism in the kitchen doesn't mean giving up the joy of cooking. It means choosing tools that truly serve a purpose. An organized drawer with only the essentials makes every meal a pleasure to prepare. Chapter number 2. Excessive furniture. Our homes should be places of comfort, safety, and relaxation. Yet sometimes we fill them with more furniture than we actually need. Chairs that no one sits on, tables that serve no real purpose, and shelves cluttered with knickknacks can turn into obstacles instead of assets. Take a moment and think about your living room or bedroom. Are there pieces that only take up space? Crowded rooms not only make cleaning harder but can also create tripping hazards. For those of us who value safety and freedom of movement, this is something we can't ignore. I remember having a heavy coffee table that I thought I needed, but every time I moved around the room, it felt like I had to navigate an obstacle course. Eventually, I swapped it for a lightweight side table. Instantly, my living room felt more open, airy, and easier to move through. Every piece of furniture in your home should serve a purpose or bring joy. A comfortable recliner where you enjoy your favorite book, a sturdy dining table where family gathers, or a supportive bed for restful nights. Prioritize what you truly use and love. Less furniture also means easier cleaning, more space to move freely, and a calmer atmosphere overall. So, walk through your home and ask yourself, do I genuinely need this? If the answer is no, it might be time to pass it along to someone who can use it. You'll be amazed at how much lighter and more peaceful your home feels when you let go of the excess. Chapter number 3. Low-quality cookware. There is nothing more frustrating than cooking with pots and pans that fail you when you need them most. Cheap cookware might seem like a good deal at first, but it often costs more in the long run. They warp under heat, wear out quickly, and can even cause uneven cooking that ruins your meals. Some low-quality options even come with peeling coatings that could be harmful over time. I remember replacing non-stick pans over and over, thinking I was saving money. But after the third replacement, I realized I could have invested in one high-quality stainless steel pan that would last a lifetime. A solid stainless steel skillet, a sturdy saucepan, and a reliable cast iron pan are all you really need. These few items can handle almost any cooking task without the frustration of cheap alternatives. Cast iron, for example, only gets better with time. It is durable, versatile, and can even become a family heirloom. If you are on a budget, try checking thrift stores or waiting for seasonal sales. You would be surprised at the treasures you can find. Now, take a moment to check your kitchen cabinets. Are there pots and pans that have seen better days? If so, it might be time to upgrade. Cooking becomes a pleasure when you are using tools you can count on. Fewer items in the kitchen also mean less clutter and easier cleanup. Trust me, cooking is far more enjoyable when you have high-quality cookware that you love. So, what do you say? Are you ready to make the switch and transform your kitchen experience? Chapter number 4. Unused physical books can fill a home with warmth and character. There's something comforting about shelves lined with stories and knowledge. But let's be honest, how many of those books do we actually read or even open? As much as I adore a good hardcover, they come with challenges. Holding a heavy book for long periods can strain your hands, especially if you deal with arthritis. Plus, all those books take up space and collect dust. Dusting shelves packed with unread books is no easy task either. I used to have a kitchen stacked with cookbooks, but I realized I only used 1 or 2 recipes from each. That all changed when I switched to a Kindle. At first, I wasn't sure if I'd enjoy reading on a screen, but I quickly saw the benefits. A Kindle is lightweight, easy to hold, and gives access to thousands of books without taking up a single inch of shelf space. Plus, you can adjust the font size, which is a blessing if you struggle with small print. I still keep a few favorites that mean a lot to me. Some books hold memories you just don't want to let go of. But for the rest, I donate them to libraries, charities, or friends who might appreciate them more. Decluttering your book collection isn't about giving up your love for reading. It's about creating space for what truly matters. A lighter, more organized home makes every page you turn feel even sweeter. So, take a moment and look at your shelves. Are there books you haven't touched in years? Maybe it's time to let some go and create a more peaceful reading space. Chapter number 5. Processed snacks. Let's be honest. Those brightly colored bags of chips, cookies, and granola bars can be tempting. They seem so convenient, don't they? But as we get older, what's convenient in the moment often creates long-term problems for our health and our homes. Many processed snacks are packed with sugar, salt, and preservatives. They might satisfy a craving for a few minutes, but they usually leave you feeling sluggish afterward. For those of us focused on maintaining energy and well-being, these snacks often do more harm than good. Then there's the clutter. Pantries filled with half-empty snack bags become messy and disorganized. Those crinkly packages don't exactly spark joy either. And let's not forget the money wasted when snacks expire or get forgotten at the back of the shelf. There's a simple solution. Replace processed snacks with wholesome alternatives. A small bowl of almonds or walnuts within reach can keep you feeling full longer. Fresh fruits like apples or bananas provide natural sweetness. If you enjoy something crunchy, try sliced carrots or cucumbers with a bit of hummus. I used to keep granola bars thinking they were healthy. But when I started reading the labels, I realized they were full of sugar and artificial ingredients. Now I make my own trail mix with nuts, seeds, and a sprinkle of dried fruit. It's fresher, tastier, and much healthier. Switching to whole, fresh foods doesn't just benefit your health. It also simplifies your pantry, reduces waste, and saves money over time. So the next time you're at the grocery store, skip the snack aisle and head to the produce section. Your body and your home will thank you. Chapter number 6. Unnecessary home decorations. Over the years, it's so easy to collect decorative items. Trendy wall art, seasonal knickknacks, and vases that don't quite match anything else seem like harmless touches that make a house feel cozy. But have you ever noticed how these small items can slowly overwhelm your space? A home filled with too much decor doesn't feel peaceful, it feels busy. As we get older, simplicity, ease, and comfort become priorities. Too many decorations make cleaning harder and take up valuable space that could be used for practical items. Focus instead on keeping a few meaningful pieces. For example, I have a beautiful ceramic vase that belonged to my mother. It's simple, timeless, and brings back fond memories every time I see it. That single vase on my mantle says more about my home than a dozen trendy items ever could. Another helpful tip is to skip seasonal decor that requires constant rotation. It's tempting to buy pillows for spring, wreaths for fall, and snowmen for winter. But storing, arranging, and replacing them year after year becomes exhausting. Consider neutral decorations like candles, simple picture frames, or fresh flowers that work all year round. Instead of filling shelves with small figurines that collect dust, choose one striking piece of art or a family photo in a beautiful frame. These timeless touches make your home feel more personal and much less cluttered. Remember, less truly is more. When you remove the excess, the meaningful pieces you choose to keep will shine even brighter. Take a look around your home. Which pieces bring you joy and which ones are just filling space? Making these decisions leads to a home that feels calm, organized, and truly yours. Chapter number 7. Ill-fitting or old clothes. Let's take a moment to talk about our closets. How many of us are holding on to clothes that don't fit anymore, are out of style, or simply don't feel comfortable? It's easy to convince ourselves that we'll wear them again someday, or keep them because they were on sale. But the truth is, these clothes often end up taking space and making it harder to find the pieces we actually enjoy wearing. At this stage in life, our wardrobes should bring us joy, not stress. Start by keeping only what fits well, feels comfortable, and makes you feel confident. Maybe it's a favorite sweater that hugs just right, or a pair of walking shoes that support you throughout the day. For example, I used to keep a collection of formal dresses thinking I might need them for a fancy occasion. But when I looked closer, I realized I hadn't worn most of them in years. I donated them to a local charity, knowing someone else could make better use of them. Now my closet has room for the casual, practical outfits I actually wear. Let's not forget about shoes. Ill-fitting footwear can cause discomfort or even injury. Invest in a few quality pairs that support your feet and are easy to put on, like slip-ons or walking shoes. If you're unsure about letting go of something, try this. Pack it away in a box and store it for a few months. If you don't miss it, it's time to donate or discard it. You'll be amazed at how freeing it feels to open your closet and see only items you love and actually wear. What about you? Do you have a favorite piece of clothing that makes you feel your best? Take some time to look through your wardrobe and focus on what makes you feel comfortable, confident, and happy every day. Chapter number 8. Seasonal kitchen towels. Seasonal kitchen towels might look festive and fun in the store with their bright colors and cheerful designs. They seem like a simple way to add a touch of the season to your home. But here is the thing. After just a few washes, those charming towels often fade, shrink, or lose their softness. Before long, they stop adding charm to your kitchen and start cluttering your drawers and taking up valuable space. I used to fall into this trap myself. I had autumn leaves for fall, snowflakes for Christmas, and beach scenes for summer. You name it, I had it. But the truth is that these towels rarely lasted long enough to justify the cost. They took up space and added to the clutter I was trying to avoid. A better approach is to invest in high-quality, timeless kitchen towels. Look for neutral colors or classic patterns that match your kitchen all year round. For example, a set of durable and absorbent white or beige towels not only looks clean and fresh but also handles daily use without showing wear. Here is a simple tip. Set aside a small group of towels for heavy-duty tasks like wiping up spills or drying pots and pans. Keep another set for lighter tasks like covering bread dough. This way, your towels stay in good condition longer, and you do not feel the need to replace them constantly. If you love adding a seasonal touch to your kitchen, try small reusable items instead. A colorful table runner, a bright centerpiece, or a set of napkins can bring the festive flair you are looking for without creating clutter or waste. By letting go of the seasonal towel habit, you will save money, reduce waste, and enjoy a kitchen that feels timeless and organized. Are seasonal towels something you have already said goodbye to? Or are you ready to make the switch? Share your thoughts. Stay tuned, because next, we will explore another surprising source of clutter that might be hiding in your cupboards. Chapter number 9. Unnecessary health devices. Health becomes a top priority as we age, and it is natural to want tools that help monitor and support our well-being. However, let's be honest. How many health gadgets have you bought that now sit untouched in a drawer? From fancy blood pressure monitors with complicated features to fitness trackers that rarely leave the nightstand, many of these devices become more of a burden than a benefit. The key is focusing on what you actually use. For example, If you need to check your blood pressure regularly, a simple and easy-to-read monitor is often more reliable than one loaded with features you do not need. Similarly, if you want to track your steps or heart rate, a basic pedometer might be all you need. There is no reason to invest in advanced gadgets when a straightforward solution works just as well. I remember buying a high-tech pulse oximeter, thinking it would be useful. It seemed like a smart purchase at the time, but soon I realized I barely used it. It ended up collecting dust until I finally donated it to a community center where it could benefit someone else. Now, I stick to the essentials: a reliable blood pressure monitor, a thermometer, and a simple pill organizer. These few tools meet my needs without adding clutter or confusion. Before you consider purchasing a new health device, ask yourself some questions. Do I genuinely need this? Will I use it regularly? Does it make my life simpler? If the answer is no, it is better to pass on it. Also, avoid duplicates. If you already have a working scale or glucose monitor, there is no need to upgrade unless your doctor specifically recommends it. Streamlining your health gadgets not only saves money but also reduces the mental load of managing unnecessary items. A simpler, more intentional approach to health brings peace of mind and ease to your daily routine. Next, we will explore another everyday item that might be cluttering your home and costing you more than you think. Stay tuned. Chapter number 11. Excessive storage containers. Storage containers are tempting. They come in all shapes and sizes, promising to solve all your organization problems. However, they often become part of the clutter rather than the solution. However, many times have you bought containers thinking they would help organize your belongings, only to realize later that you did not truly need most of those items. The more containers you have, the more likely you are to store things you do not use or love. Before you know it, your home is filled with neatly arranged clutter. The best approach is to declutter first. Go through your belongings and decide what really matters. Once you have simplified, you will probably find that you already have enough containers for what remains. Repurpose old shoeboxes, jars, or baskets you already own before rushing to buy something new. For example, I once kept a stack of decorative bins in my closet, thinking they would help me stay organized. After decluttering, I realized I did not need most of them. Now I use just a few clear bins for seasonal clothes and a small basket for everyday items. My space feels much more open. If you find you do need new containers, make sure they are the right size for your needs. Do not fall into the trap of buying more than necessary. Remember, storage solutions should support a clutter-free lifestyle, not just hide the mess. Take a look around your home. Do you have empty storage bins or containers filled with things you have forgotten? It might be time to let them go. Keep watching, because up next we will talk about an everyday item that is especially popular during the holidays, but often ends up as unnecessary waste. Chapter number 12. Disposable holiday items. Holiday decorations can be delightful. Festive plates, napkins, and cups brighten up any gathering. However, these disposable items come with hidden costs. They are often used for just a few hours before being thrown away, adding to waste and clutter. Over time, the cost of buying these items year after year adds up, and the environmental impact is significant. Consider the space these items occupy when stored for future use. If you buy them in bulk, they take up precious storage space that could be used for more practical purposes. Instead of relying on disposables, invest in reusable tableware. Neutral-colored plates, glasses, and cloth napkins are timeless and versatile. They work for any occasion, whether it's a casual dinner or a festive celebration. Adding simple touches like a seasonal centerpiece or colorful napkins can bring a festive feel without creating waste. For example, I started using white porcelain, plates, and stainless steel utensils for gatherings. I pair them with reusable napkins in different colors depending on the season. This approach not only saves money but also feels more special and elegant than disposable alternatives. If you worry about the hassle of washing dishes, keep this in mind. Rinsing plates and utensils right after use often takes less time than expected. Plus, involving family members in the cleanup can turn it into a shared experience rather than a chore. Next time you plan a holiday meal or gathering, skip the disposables. You will save money, reduce clutter, and contribute to a more eco-friendly celebration. Think about the last time you used disposable holiday items. Did they really add value, or did they just create extra work and waste? Stick around because next we will talk about a beloved household item that might not be as practical as it seems. Chapter number 13, Unnecessary Electronics. Electronics can be tempting. Shiny new gadgets promise to make life easier, but many of them end up collecting dust. From smart home devices packed with features we never use to tablets we cannot figure out, these electronics often become more of a burden than a benefit. As we age, simplicity becomes more important. The last thing we need is a device that complicates daily life instead of enhancing it. Ask yourself how many electronics you have purchased only to realize they did not fit into your routine. For instance, I once bought a digital photo frame, thinking it would be a lovely addition to my living room. After a few weeks, it just sat there unplugged and gathering dust. It was more trouble than it was worth. I ended up gifting it to someone who could appreciate it. Focus on electronics that truly add value to your life. A basic smartphone with a clear display and easy-to-use features can keep you connected without the complications of high-end models. A lightweight tablet might be perfect for reading or video calls, but only if it suits your daily habits. Before purchasing a new device, consider whether you genuinely need it. Will it simplify your life or add unnecessary complications? I once thought a universal remote would streamline my entertainment system. Instead, I spent more time troubleshooting it than enjoying my favorite shows. Replacing it with a simpler model made my evenings much more relaxing. Avoid the temptation of smart appliances with features you might never use. A small whiteboard on the refrigerator can track groceries just as effectively as an expensive smart fridge. By sticking to the basics, you will reduce clutter, save money, and avoid the frustration of managing unnecessary devices. What electronics do you have that no longer serve a purpose? Let me know in the comments. Stay with me because next, we will discuss a common habit that might be costing you more than you realize. Item number 14, greeting. Greeting cards have a special place in our hearts. They are thoughtful gestures, little pieces of paper that carry messages of love, celebration, and connection. However, let's be honest. How many of those cards end up tucked away in a drawer, gathering dust, or worse, thrown out after just a few days? Over time, the cost of buying cards for every occasion adds up, and so does the clutter. Instead of buying greeting cards for every birthday, holiday, or anniversary, why not make it more meaningful? A handwritten letter or note on simple stationery can mean so much more. It shows that you took the time to share your thoughts in a personal way. Plus, it saves money and reduces paper waste. For those who prefer something digital, sending an e-card or a heartfelt email can still carry the same warmth without adding clutter to your home. I used to buy cards for every occasion until I realized that most ended up forgotten. Then I started writing short personal letters. A few lines sharing memories or words of encouragement. Friends and family often told me how much they appreciated these letters because they felt more genuine. Those notes became keepsakes rather than something disposable. If you still enjoy giving cards, consider choosing ones that serve a purpose. Cards that double as bookmarks or have a small keepsake attached. They are less likely to be thrown away and add more meaning to your message. By rethinking the way we express our thoughts, we reduce clutter, save money, and create messages that loved ones will treasure. Sometimes, the simplest gestures carry the most meaning. We have covered a lot today, exploring the everyday items that may no longer deserve a place in your home after 60. By letting go of what no longer serves you, you are creating space for what truly matters. Imagine a home that feels lighter, more peaceful, and filled only with the things that add value to your life. That is the beauty of simplifying. Every choice to remove an unused gadget, outdated decoration, or unnecessary purchase brings you closer to a lifestyle focused on comfort, joy, and ease. These changes are not just about saving money, but also about reducing stress and embracing a home environment that supports your well-being. So here is my question for you. Which of these items are you ready to let go of today? Share your thoughts in the comments. I would love to hear about your journey toward a simpler, more fulfilling life. If you found value in these tips, give this video a thumbs up and share it with someone who might benefit from it. And of course, if you have not already, make sure to subscribe and join our wonderful community. We are all about living well, with practical advice that makes these golden years truly shine. Thank you for spending this time with me. Stay tuned because there is so much more to come. Until the next video, take care of yourself and keep creating a home and life that you truly love.